welcome back to my channel. I am Jacqueline Joyce. My channel is also called Jacqueline Joyce. You can call me Jacqueline or Jay or all any of those names, but not Jackie. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. And today is a stuttering related video, so watch it because I'm funny. But I'm also celebrating the fact that I wrote and directed a web series called Crescendo that will be being released soon, and I'm just putting all these good vibes out there, and I'm also very proud of myself because when you direct, you're literally telling people what to do on a set, and I am very proud that I accomplished that goal. Today's topic is basically what to do when someone steamrolls your when someone steamrolls your conversation. Yeah, when someone interrupts you with a less valid point than the one that you're making.
I just think it's funny how...
You know, it's really interesting because like they just keep talking. You know how those people are? Yeah, okay, great. Well, I have a few ways how to deal with them. My first one is basically you have to practice what you preach. You know, I used to interrupt people all the time, but then I learned that it's because subconsciously I knew that I didn't stutter as much when there was already sound going, and so I would hop on top of another person was saying to increase the likelihood of me being fluent, which is selfish and rude, but also it was done out of fear of not being heard. And so the better listener I became, the more validated I felt in telling other people to not talk over me because I give the same respect that I demand. Booyah. My second one is before you sit down for a meeting or with a group of people, preface it with, okay, let's all be respectful of each other's time and ideas and give everyone the ability to get what they have to say out before interrupting. And this way, when someone does interrupt, there's already been a social contract set up. And now they're the ones breaking the rule and everyone is against them and on your side. Now, of course, this could backfire, you know, like sort of how like at a graduation when the principal asked the parents to wait to clap at the end for their child, but with black parents, at least I know my parents, it just won't happen. Once they were like, Jacqueline, my parents were like, yeah! There's no waiting at the end. That's just sort of what it is, right? But hopefully, since this is a conversation and not a matriculation, they will listen and abide by the rules. Because we talk every day. We have conversations every day. Like, we don't matriculate every day. All right. Number 3, have an ally. Someone who is on your side and speaks up when others interrupt you. Usually a friend or a coworker who sees the value in the work that you bring to the table. Now, number 4, when I lead a group, this is usually my tactic. I ask questions. Once they interrupt, I'm like, let me become interested in your opinions. And I ask them to expound on the point that they're trying to make. And then I dig a little deeper to see if there's any merit behind what they're saying. And if there is, then great. But if there isn't, that person is now embarrassed. For stopping the workflow and probing them to absolute embarrassment will get them to shut up for at least a little while. You know, sort of like a class clown. They're a clown until you give them the floor to teach, and then they cower in fear because it's easier to make noise in the background than it is to fully take the stage, you know?
Message!
Now, if none of those methods work, clearly you're conversing with an orangutan, then you can try these ways from my list of petty. Petty, number 1, I keep talking. I finish my point. Because most of the time, the person has no idea what it is I want to say in the first place anyway, and I make my point louder and stronger and firmer. I just bulldoze over them. If they want to steamroll me, I have a tank, and I just like over them. Okay. Number 2, I say, let me finish. Thank you. And then I give them a little stank eye. And sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. You know, like sometimes I throw in well, we all don't have the gift of fluency, so why don't you be a good citizen and allow me to speak? Or I hit them with I'm sorry, did the middle of my sentence interrupt the beginning of yours? How rude of me. Sometimes you just have to be really sarcastic, and people don't know how to respond to that, and then that gets you back in the clear. Next, have an object that you pass around, like a speaking stick. And you can only talk when you have the speaking stick in your hand. And let them know that if you can't control your impulses like a child, then we'll have to be treated like a child. And that's just what it is. My last one is, I'm good with the hand. I give them a good, like, stop. I'm speaking. This isn't about you. Usually, it works and they feel really offended. And even if they feel offended, the speaking air is now clear for you to walk back in like a champ. You know, sometimes you got to fight petty with petty, and I'm here for the petty. Now, I did not do this in the beginning of the video, but I do want to say that I am still taking the CBD oil. I took this probably about 30 minutes before I started filming, and so you guys are still seeing the effects of that. I definitely noticed fluency. I definitely noticed a lack of like urgency and needing to speak. I speak fast anyway, and so that's just kind of my natural state. I do see a change, so I definitely do want to recommend CBD oil for people who stutter. Not saying that it'll help with your stutter, but if anything, it'll help with the anxiety associated with the speech. And so try it out. There's no THC in it, so you can't get high off of it. And it also has like a lot of other great properties. It helps with like low blood pressure and a few other things. I have a video where I spoke about the benefits of it, so consult that. Yeah, I definitely do recommend CBD, and I'm probably going to continue taking it just because, you know, I don't have a reason not to at this moment. All right, well, you guys have been lovely. Don't let these people steamroll you or talk over you. Like, have your tank truck, have your tank, and just like keep gliding down the street in a military fashion. That didn't work. Try to end with a good joke, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. All right, y'all. Have a very good day. Stutter beautifully. Love you. Sending all my love. I'm Jacqueline Joyce. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of the socials. And please subscribe. That's all. All right. Bye, guys.